Tim Cahill, welcome to the FIFA PlayOn podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Is there a particular World Cup or World Cup moment that really sticks out in your memory?
For me, the best World Cup memory has to be my first ever World Cup as a player. 2006, Germany. We hadn't qualified in 32 years. We come through the long journey of going through OFC and then having to play Uruguay, first in Montevideo and then the penalty shootout where Johnny Aloisi scored the winner. To actually get to a World Cup, you're just happy being there as a player, sitting on the bench. And unfortunately, I was sitting on the bench. And part of that story was night before I was starting, and then the morning of, tactical change. Gus Hiddink says to me, Tim, I'm starting you off the bench. Down 1-0 to Japan. I come on. Basically, the manager's telling me what to do. I wasn't listening because I was so in the zone. And I come on and I scored the first ever goal for Australia. Lucas Neal threw the ball in. It bobbled about. I think Harry Kewell swiped at it. And then I just lashed away at it, went through 3 players' legs and the goalkeeper. And I went and punched the corner flag. I was going hysterical, but I didn't know at the time it was the first ever goal for Australia in the World Cup. It wasn't till later, but soon after that first goal was the second goal. And I think this goal was even better. It come off of both posts and rattled the net. And this is what the game's all about. You've played and trained your whole life, minutes, seconds, hours, months, weeks, years for those moments. So that has to be the most special occasion in my life as a World Cup player.
And it's even more amazing as you're saying that you came on and scored 2. Because how did it feel when the manager told you weren't starting in your first World Cup? That must have been tough.
Yeah, look, I've only really come to terms with it when I retired, because I've realised now, becoming a fully licensed coach, the elements and decisions you have to make for the team. Now I have to make those decisions maybe as a sporting director. You can't please everyone. And tactically it worked out well for Gus. But at the time I was crying inside. Gus knew it. Everyone knew it. I actually spoke to Graham Arnold, who's the coach of the national team now, that was there at the time, and I told him how I felt, and he knew it. But to be able to bottle that up and to take it with you on the pitch is the most important thing that I can give to boys and girls around the world. Is that you're playing for 28 million people. You're not playing for Tim Cahill. You're playing for the country. So these decisions happen. And you know what? It's so amazing, because you don't realise till you retire what you've actually done. And that's now I get to look back at the World Cups and watch my goals. And there's so many great occasions, because when you score in World Cups, I was lucky enough to do it 5 times. That's why you play the game. And that's why now I'm blessed. I'm blessed to look back at it and appreciate that I had an okay career.